Hey, it's your boy AJ back with another freaking video, and today I'm here with a story time. Today I'm here to tell a story time about how I was discriminated against at Wendys, okay, at Wendys, girl, and how Lori over at HR, she ain't knowing nothing about it. She ain't doing nothing about it. And I played really, nicely and calmly about this whole situation for the last couple of months. So, girl, I'm at my wit's end. So if you're ready for a story time with the receipts, with all the receipts, and ready to be gagged, let's roll the intro. Now, you guys, before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's story, y'all know I'm gonna take you from the rooter. We're gonna move to the tutor, okay, girl? I'm gonna take you from the start. I'm gonna move you to the middle, then I'm gonna take you to the end, all right? So that's what I'm gonna do today. Now, if you've never seen my face before, hey, my name is Jalen, girl. My name is Jalen. Follow me on Instagram. I am Jalen Porter. I am known for telling a good story. Usually I drag people and not corporations, but here I'm with a corporation drag, and I can't believe I gotta do this. Like I said, I've been really patient with Lori over there, HR, and Miss Bessie Bush over in the Wendys, but patience hasn't got me anywhere. So let's get on into this story. Now, I moved into my apartment in end of July, top of August, girl. I moved into my very own apartment, girl, and I am so proud of myself. But when I came over into this section of the town, I started looking for jobs, and I said, what's around here I can work, girl? I started looking for this job and that job, and I said, I want to do fast food again because I love fast food. Now, y'all know me. Like I say, I love talking to customers. I love running my mouth. I love running my mouth to anybody. So imagine me can run my mouth to people and get paid for it. Sign me up. Sign me up for some fast food, girl. So I hadn't been doing fast food in a while. Y'all know I've been working from home for a long time. So I found Wendys. I was like, okay, let me go work at Wendys, girl. I texted the number they had in the window. Text the number, girl, and then it texted me an application. I did the application, and when I did the application, girl, I got a call from the general manager. Got a call from the general manager, and the general manager name is Bessie Bush. Baby, Miss Bessie Bush called me, and she said, could you come up and do an interview? And I'm like, yes, I could do an interview. Yes, I could do an interview. Now, at this point, it had been a time gap in between me applying it and her calling me from the interview. I know it was a nice little time gap, girl, but when she called me, it was unexpectedly, and I was like, okay, I can do it. So I showed up for the interview, I think maybe the next morning. Now, when I get there, the Wendys door is locked. I'm pulling on the door, girl, trying to come in and sit down to do my interview, and I can't even come in and sit down to do my interview because the door is locked. Now, I'm sitting outside. Well, not sitting, I'm standing. I'm standing outside of the Wendys waiting for 7 or 8 minutes. 7 or 8 minutes for the general manager, Bessie Bush, to come and open the damn door to, bring me in. And once I finally get up in there, girl, I'm headed to go sit down to partake in the interview, and she tells me no to the counter. So I go to the counter, and this lady starts asking me, what's your name? Tell her my name. She asked me, how old am I? I tell her how old I am. She asked me, what shifts can I work? I said, it don't matter. I'm trying to get any shift you can put me on. And then she asks me, what were my last experience? So I run down my last experience with my last couple of jobs, and that was the interview. The interview was all up 2, maybe 3 minutes. When I say all this to say, I stood outside waiting for the interview to happen longer than the actual damn interview. Now, if that wasn't something to tell me, run! I don't know what else, girl. So I go on, after that awkward 2-minute interview, I go on back home, girl, and she calls me a couple days later to ask me would I be ready to start work, and I said, girl, yes, I'm ready to start work. Now, that is how I got the job. Now, this is back in August. Like I said, I've held on to this story for a long time, and I tried to solve it. I tried to solve it, okay? I've held on to this for a long time. I tried to solve it, but now it's out of my hands. But like I said, I got hired in the job at the top of August. Now, when I got into the job, girl, it was a very difficult job to learn. And I didn't expect it to be a difficult job to learn, but it's a lot of shorthand because they're shortly understaffed, okay? They're understaffed, so it's a lot put on one person. Now, said person's supposed to be working said job, but you have to work every other job plus your said job because it's only 3 people in here, okay? And I learned that quick, fast, in a hurry. The first morning that I got there, girl, they had me cooking a breakfast, which I had never been on anybody's damn grill. I've never touched a grill other than what's in my kitchen. Okay, I ain't never touched a grill, but they had me on the damn grill. Also, they moved me to taking orders. Then they moved me to doing the money. It was just like, it was giving me tag along. It was giving tag your in, tag your in, tag your in. And I felt all type of crazy. But like I said, I had wanted to work in fast food because it's been a while. So I was like, let me push through and see what's going on. Now, during my first couple of days working there, girl, it was cool for me, but it was hot for others because I seen how the manager, Bessie Bush, was acting with a lot of the staff members. She was showing her ass. Okay, she was showing her ass and she was getting smart with a lot of the staff members, but it just wasn't my turn just yet. So I was like, I was thoroughly enjoying my time for the first couple of days because like I said, dinner and a movie. No, job and a movie, okay? So I was employed and watching her go off and lose her mind on other people. Now, as time progressed and, you know, I was still trying to fill out my job, I started making minor mistakes, aka giving out the wrong damn cup. Now, if you have not worked at Wendy's and you have not seen their cups, it's difficult to explain, okay? It's difficult to explain and it's crazy to listen to, but a morning medium cup might be a small cup for lunch. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, I don't know why the hell they just don't stick to the same large, medium, and small. But the cups, they revolve out. It's the same pair of cups, but you're supposed to use that certain cup in the morning because they should have a big drink like that in the morning. It was just a lot. It was a lot of penny pitching and dollar saving and getting over. Okay, now I hope I explained that the best I could. I tried to explain it the best I could, the best that I heard that BS, okay, but it was a bunch of BS. But back to my minor mistake. I ended up giving out a bigger cup than I supposed to. And the manager hit the roof. She hit the roof and she was going off on me as I was handing the cup. Bessie Bush, okay, she was going off, girl, hitting the roof as I was handing the wrong cup out to the customer. Now the customer is appalled and, you know, still reaching for that cup, but they're appalled, I'm appalled, and Bessie Bush is losing her mind. Now, this is all going on with a kitchen full of people and a line full of people and this bitch here at my window, and the window is open. So I've got ate up by Bessie Bush in front of everybody. So I don't remember what I said to her, but I know it wasn't anything crazy. Very much girl calm down energy because it's like, let's not do all this in front of everybody. At least let me close the window and you tell me, hey, that was the wrong cup. Like, at least let me close the window. Cause like I said, this happened maybe my end of my first week. Like I said, the first couple of days was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, okay? Either I was making mistakes and she wasn't noticing or I was just cruising by, girl, okay? But the first couple of days was easy, but as the week started to end off, I started having interactions with her where I actually had to pull her aside and talk to her in the back where I was like, girl, you're always screaming at me and, you know, going off about, you know, me giving out 3 ketchups instead of 2 in front of a lobby full of people. Where are your management skills? Like, I literally had to pull her to the side and ask her like, Bessie, where are your manager skills? Your name is false advertisement. It's not giving Bestie, but it's not giving the best of any fucking thing. But after I had a conversation with her, she tried to tell me, you know, I'm sorry, I jumped into my mother tone. I agreed to jump into your employed tone, your management tone, your I'm paid to be here tone, because your mother tone is not it for me. But she gave me a bunch of excuses, but from that day forward, I had already told her, like, look here, girl, you know, I understand I might be giving out 1 napkin too many. I understand that, but realistically, we can talk about this in a, you know, a civil fashion. You know, you ain't even gotta pull me aside away from the kitchen, but we can wait until we ain't got no lobby full of people or the customer window was wide open. At least close the damn window. Like, girl, I feel like I shouldn't have been explaining to Bessie Bush big ass, big grown ass, any damn thing.
Don't do that in front of me because it's you, Jalen. You were right there with me. Jalen, but you were screaming at me. No, you think I did. Can I just tell you, get a number or something? Too much. I'm trying to focus. It ain't streaming. It's the mother tone that pops in.
As time went on, staff grew and we had more people come in and they were able to feel the wrath of Bessie Bush. So I had a coworker friend and she had just got the job, girl, and she was, you know, still learning tricks, learning about what cup's supposed to be gave out in morning, but that same cup supposed to be used differently at lunch. You know, she was learning the ropes, and she had a bump in with Bessie Bush, and she had to tell Bessie Bush, like, look here, girl, I got 6 kids at home. Don't come over here and talk to me like, no kid, I understand I gave out 1 napkin too many, but let's not do that in front of all the people and all the people. So Bessie Bush would have these conversations, the same conversations with everybody, and everybody would tell her, like, look here, don't talk to me like that. Literally from the youngest person working the night shift after school down to the oldest person working the morning shift 3 days a week, girl. Okay, like, everybody had to come and tell Bessie how to manage and how to talk to her staff, which I don't feel like this is something acceptable. Unacceptable! Now, other than that end of the first week and a couple bump heads that I had with Bessie girl, we were cool. I was working there for about, I want to say 3 more weeks. No problems, girl. After I laid down the law and she told me, I'm sorry, there really wasn't no head bumpers because I genuinely do not show up to my job looking to make nobody mad and screaming and no mistakes. So after she told me, you know, what she told me in a horrible tone, I took what she told me in that horrible tone and I understood it. But I told her she better not ever go to that damn tone ever again. So, you know, we didn't really have any no bumping heads. She understood, you know, I don't want to be talked to like that in front of people. And also I understood like, okay, girl, this cup is for the morning, that cup is for the lunch. Okay, so we started to understand each other and it was a pretty decent time. Now fast forward to Wendy's getting this damn $2 breakfast something, girl. Like it's like a 2 for $3 something, girl. You can get 2 different things. It's like a sausage biscuit and a potato wedge, or either potato wedge and a potato wedge, or a sausage biscuit. It's a couple of items that you can pick, and you can pick 2 of them and get them for $3. Now we're getting this girl this 2 for $3, and this 2 for $3 is a nasty thing because it creates a group of people, a group of hungry, broke people with $3.50 that they just have to put to use. Okay, so we have the line wrapped. Okay, and I wasn't used to it because Wendy's, it was busy, but not really that busy. But once we did that 2 for $3, girl, baby, them niggas start rolling in. So the people are rolling in, and I'm head bitch in the window. Okay, I'm taking orders. At this point, like I said, I've done my job correctly. So they literally have me coming in as the only person. I start working at 6 a.m. I leave at 2 p.m. It's only me and the manager and a cook. So at this point, girl, they got me in running shit because I'm big boss vet. So at this point, I have to take the orders. Also, I have to put the orders, you know, inside of the damn machine. I have to make the drinks for the orders. I also have to greet the customer that is at the window, and I have to take their money, give their change, make sure I'm giving out the right damn change. It's a lot. I'm big boss vet. I'm doing a lot over there. Now this man, girl, he came in and he said that he wanted a potato and he wanted a sausage biscuit and he wanted a potato and a sausage biscuit, and it sounded like he was trying to build a damn meal. So I hit make a combo. He started naming stuff. It was like a potato and a drink. No, it was orange juice, a potato, and a sausage biscuit, and it was a lot. So I hit make a combo. Throw all this shit together, make it a combo. But he's like, no, I don't want a combo. I want everything individually. So I started ringing all the stuff he was naming up individually, and I forgot. I'm gonna be honest, I did forget. I forgot to ring up one of his potatoes. Now at Wendy's, girl, the way Bessie will work, which is the manager, the way she will work is I have on a headset, I'm taking the order, you know, putting it to the screen, and also the manager, she has on a headset. Now, as I'm taking the order, she's not even focused on the screen above her. She's listening to what the customer has said, and she's, you know, making the food and she's throwing it in the bag. She's throwing it in the bag and making it, you know, as the customer is spitting it out of his mouth. So about time he get up here, his bag is already made. Okay, girl, I don't even have to put it, you know what, I'd have to put it on the screen to ring it up. But she doesn't even have to look up there to see what's on the screen because she's listening in and making it as the customer is spitting it out and saying what they want. Now, this is what's going on that morning. The customer has said he wants this, that, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. My head is thrown, okay, girl? Now, I ring up everything he wants, but little old me forgot a potato. He asked for 3 potatoes. I think I put 2 on his damn receipt. He only got rung up for like 3 sandwiches and 2 potatoes and like an orange juice, okay? I forgot one of his potatoes. I will say that nigga did pull off for 3 potatoes, but I only rung him up for 2. I will say that. I'm in my wrongs. Y'all know I'm not gonna sit in front of this camera and act like I'm just, you know, the rightest person in the universe. But once Bessie realized that I did not ring that man up for 3 potatoes, it was all it wrote. It was all it wrote. It was like the first week of working again. Like I had caught the fucking wrath. Now this time she was heated. She was heated. She started telling me I done gave her fucking inventory for free. Don't nobody give a fuck if I'm gay or not. Don't no man want her. You ring up customers for everything. I don't give out. But she is eating me the fuck up. The manager, general at that. Okay, the lady that hired me, the lady that's in here 70 hours a week because she can't get nobody else to stay up in here. She's calling me all type of shit. Now, she only said it once, and foolishly of me, y'all probably gonna cuss me out. Y'all probably like, bitch, you should have quit right then and there. I wasn't about to quit. Okay, I was gonna let her say it one time and be like, oh girl, you done lost your damn mind, and really pay it dust because I'm not, you know, an overly sensitive person, but nothing could prepare y'all for what came next. After she said a slur of homophobic things about me and alluding to that I'm giving out an extra potato or not ringing up an extra potato because I want to fuck this customer at the window that it drove off 15 seconds ago. Outside of saying it once, she started to go around to the people that were working that morning and saying it over and over to them. Oh yeah, his gay ass giving out potatoes. What? What? Bessie Bush, what's going on, girl? What's going on? She goes and says it to to at least 3 other coworkers. She says it to them. Yeah, his gay ass giving out potatoes. Don't nobody want his fucking gay ass. He thinks it's... I'm gagging. I'm gagging. Girl, you could have thought somebody from 600 pound life jumped out of the TV and sat on my fucking neck. I can't breathe. No, it's your neck. Girl, it was really my neck for me. I'm gagging.
Fucking got me gagging.
No, it's your neck. It
got
does.
me fucking gagging.
No.
After she says that and goes around to says it to the morning shift that's alone with her, she's waiting for a round of approval, a round of laughter. They're all gagging. They all looking at her like, what the fuck? Now at this point, I'm gagging too, and at this point, I done took the damn mic and I done sat down. I took it, there it is. But I'm speechless because, girl, you just said it once to me and then you done went over to tell it to the peanut gallery. You done went to say it to the damn peanut gallery, and that is embarrassing as hell. It's embarrassing. It's truly embarrassing. Now, when she said it, you guys, and she said it multiple times to other people, I asked her, are you out of your fucking mind? That was the first thing I asked her. You know, I'm gonna tell my truth. I asked her, I said, she had to be out of her fucking mind. I said, are you out of your fucking mind? When I asked her, was she out of her fucking mind? I guess I was out of my fucking mind, because she hit the roof. She told me, oh, you can go home, you're fired. She told me, I can go home, I'm fired. I said, girl, I'm not going to, I'm not going no damn where. I'm not going to, I said, I'm fired, you're fired too. Are you not aware of what you just said, girl? Now, this point, it clicks in my head, Jalen, you're a YouTuber, and this could be big. You have to record. Now, when I start recording, girl, she don't want to talk no more. She don't want to talk no more. She don't want to say a damn thing. She don't want to say not a damn thing. So I pull out my camera to actually like physically record. I can't even physically record because my phone tells me I have no space. So I run over to the audio message recording and I hit record on the audio message. So at this point, she's telling me that I need to leave. I'm no longer welcome, and she's about to call the police. I ain't scared of no popo ho. Call the popo. Call the popo. Bessie Bush is on the phone telling them people, hey, I'm at the Wendys. I have somebody inside of the store. They will not leave. I need a squad car, da 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 da. So, you know, of course, the police are on the phone like, okay, what the hell is like, what's going on? Who have got behind your registered counter? They're scared. They're trying to get here quick, fast, and in a damn hurry. They trying to get there, girl. So they asking her questions like, okay, you know, how they look, how they dressed, you know, what are their race? They're asking questions before they get to the outfit. Because I can't remember what questions was being asked, but they're asking like, you know, the color hair he has, you know, is it male or female?
I have a person that's up in Wendys that won't leave 28.
But once they get past the mediocre questions, girl, they start asking, what does that person have on? What does this person have on in the Wendys that is refusing to leave? So she starts saying, you know, black jeans, they have on a Wendys shirt and a Wendys hats. And the police officer says, or the dispatcher, she says, is this an employee, ma'am? So Bessie Bush, baby, she says yes, of course. You know, she says, you know, to the dispatcher, he is an employee, he's refusing to leave. Now, the dispatcher, she's more intrigued. She wants to know X, Y, and Z. So she started asking a gang of other questions. Now, I don't remember the other questions, but I do remember one of the questions being, does he have a gun? Now, I walk to work, ladies, and I've been working, I was working at there for about, you know, 3 weeks. I was working there for a cute little time, and I got there at 6 a.m. every morning. I don't even think I was wearing a jacket at the time, with my Wendys shirt and some jeans, okay? No backpack, no nothing. Nothing to have a gun in, nothing, okay? But tell me why Miss Bessie Bush decided to tell the cops or the dispatcher that she didn't know if I had a gun on me. Now, when she said that, I said, I have to get the fuck up out of here. I said, I have to get the hell up out of here. I have to skedoodle. I have to go. I have to get the hell up out of here. So, you know what I do? I duck and dive. Girl, I go up to the Exxon. I go to the Exxon because I wanted a couple snacks before I head home, girl. Because like I said, I just didn't want to be in Wendys. As she told them she didn't know if I had a gun or not. So I went to the damn Exxon and I got me a couple snacks. And as I'm heading back from the Exxon, girl, I see the swarm of police outside of the Wendys. Now, something in my spirit said, go back in the Exxon. But also, something in my spirit said, girl, go down there. Because I had to walk past the Wendys to go home. I had to walk past the Wendys. So I walked past the Wendys and fits my description. They know who I am. The cops are literally, girl, walking out. I swear for God, the cops are literally walking out to get in their car as I'm walking right past the Wendys. So they get in their car and they pull up on me and we talk. So I'm talking to them, and as I'm even about to break down what's happening, they interrupt me and they tell me how much of a disservice Bessie Bush and how nasty and horrible she was. Okay, before I can even get into my spiel, they talk about some, I know, we just had to deal with. already cutting me off. And I'm thinking like, God is good. Also, they already knew about the homophobic remark that was made because other people in the damn store told them about it, because they went and talked to the rest of the crew members, you know, want to know what's going on. They told the cops what was going on, and I'm talking to the cops, and I'm just literally, we're kikiing now. At this point, we're laughing because you guys, why are the cops that pulled up to Bessie Bush's Wendy's that she thinks she's owned? Okay, why the cops that pulled up to Wendy's? Gay cops. They're gay cops. Both of them. Gay.
She gonna call the fucking police on the real bitch? On the real bitch? I said, look, bitch, I'm not taking this shit for $10 going home. Bye.
Both of them gay. God is funny. The cops are keying down at me. I'm keying down with them, and we're having a good key. But after I key with them, I head on home. So once I get home, I genuinely do not know what is going on. Like, I do not know what's going on. I don't know what to do, because I'm like, well, should I call HR? Should I screw what she said about being fired and still show up? Like, what's going on? I don't know what to do. But I knew this whole situation was nasty and disgusting, and I didn't like that this woman called me a faggot in so many different ways. Like, and then told the world, okay, she told multiple staff members what she said as if she had wrote the best joke of all time, and it just was not given. So I am conflicted sitting in my house not knowing what to do. So I said it's time for me to call HR. So I started calling HR, and I'm reaching out to HR, and HR is so hard to get in contact with. But I finally run across Miss Lori. So Lori finally got the case after me was emailing and Twittering and, you know, trying to DM and doing all of this stuff, trying to reach out and get to the higher power girl. Lori finally reached out to me. Now I do have the receipt. Let me type in just Lori. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find it. Butcher my name. But she said, hi, my name is Lori and I handle HR for Wendy's, and I received your complaint and needed some details. Can you either email me a statement with the specifics of your complaint or tell me a good time to contact you tomorrow? My email is, then I text her back and I said, hey, good morning. Anytime tomorrow works to speak, but I also sent an email stating all what went down. Thank you so much for getting back to me. Okay, now let me see, when was this? Where was this? This is September 7th. I finally got somebody to reach out after this happened, maybe August the 20 something. I don't know. Okay, like I said, I was only in Wendy's 3 weeks. Girl, I finally get somebody to reach out this August the 7th, which is a long time. Now I sent her an email and I detailed all of the stuff that I detailed, except for, you know, how I was hired. I detailed that day in full, and I sent it over to Lori. Now she ended up calling me the next day, and as we on the phone, you guys, like I said, this did happen in September, but I do have the phone call recorded, so I'm going to insert it. But I don't remember what happened verbatim in this conversation, but I do remember key fucking factors, okay? In this conversation, she, one, was appalled about all of the stuff that I detailed in that email. And I will insert the email, you guys, so you guys can see what I sent over to her, you know, read it or whatever. But when she spoke with me on the phone the next day, me and her were on the phone, and she detailed, one, being horrified at what she heard that Bessie Bush said to me. She also vocalized that there's no reason that a manager should ever be speaking like this or showing her behind over a potato wedge when they throw out hundreds of dollars of product every damn month, okay? Both of these are the two young ladies that she walked over and was saying, yeah, I don't give a fuck if he gay or not. He giving out free potatoes, all of this, because I genuinely, this was my first week and a half or third week working, and I'm so sorry that I forgot to ring a potato, because he had 50 potatoes. I missed one potato, and with her being a manager, she has a headset, so she's able to listen to, you know, the order being taken, and she's listening, and she's throwing the stuff in the bag. And me being new, I forgot to ring up something that she's already put into the bag and gave to the customer. So she starts chopping me out and calling me gay and saying I'm giving out her product because I have a crush on a man, but she doesn't give a fuck because he's not studying me and he doesn't like me. I was totally speechless.
I'm sure.
I said, all of this over a potato wedge is crazy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, those potatoes don't cost that much.
So this conversation I'm having with her, she's telling me that, you know, that the manager will be dealt with, and she will be helped with. She will be handled. So from this first conversation, I'm like, okay, you know, as you know, y'all are investigating and stuff, how will the pay work? I want to know immediately, how will I get my funds? How will I get my money? She told me off the rip, okay, when something like this happens, the person will get investigation pay. So I'm like, okay, so how do we get you know, this rolling? How do we get the ball rolling so I can start getting some money while y'all investigating? Because she told me that she would have to speak with her manager. Then also she requested that I have any clips, that I have like any recordings, all of that, email it to her so her manager can go over it. She wants me to email her, you know, the clips of the police. She wants me to email some of the audio messages, all of this stuff. So I'm like, okay, you know, as y'all are reviewing all this stuff, how will payment work? Because right now I'm out of work, okay? So she told me, okay, we do investigation pay. But she told me she went in to do the investigation pay, but she couldn't give me investigation pay because Bessie Bush, aka the general manager of Wendy's, who called me a flaming faggot. Why did Bessie Bush go into the system and put down that I quit?
The reason I need some follow-up questions is you're telling me that you were terminated. The system's showing that you resigned. So.
Oh, she's slick with it. Oh, she is slick. She a slick piece of something. Oh no, I tried to come back to work the following day and she told me that I wasn't allowed in her building and she's gonna call 911 every time I step foot in her building.
Normally, yes, you would get paid, or you would get put on non-disciplinary paid leave while we did the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And you were already terminated in the system by the time that we got word for it. It doesn't quite work that way.
So how the hell do I supposed to get wrongful termination pay when in the system, it says I quit? This bitch done went in the system to say I quit, to cover her ass. Because you know you fired me. But why did you fire me? Because you called me a faggot and I told you, bitch, oh no. That's why you fired me. You didn't want to have to type all that down. You didn't have to want to put that down in the documentation, girl. So you put that I quit. All right, okay. So the woman from HR is telling me that, you know, they have to reverse that and all of this. She's giving me the runaround already September the 8th. Okay, she's already giving me the runaround. But I'm not really feeling like it's a runaround because I finally got a connection. I finally heard back from somebody in HR. So I'm not even understanding, baby, she's about to give you the runaround of all towns. Like, I'm about to lose some pounds, bitch. I'm about to be running around. So after that, she told me she was going to review the cameras and she was going to see who was all clocked in during that time. And she was going to give people a call to, you know, basically hear if I was authentically telling what happened truthfully. So she told me to email over all of any clips or any recordings so she can review that. She's also going to call some witnesses and she'll be back to me. Now, that's where I left it off. This is like September 8th. Now days go by, okay, weeks go by, and I start to text her and I'm like, girl, like what's going on? Texting her, no fucking reply, no reply. Do you know what this lady waits to tell me? She waits till September 20th, I text her and I'm like, hello? She texted me finally after weeks of me just texting her. She texted me finally and said, hey, I'm so sorry. I've been under the weather with COVID for the last few days. I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. I understand because the streets are filled with COVID. Literally, COVID started coming back out of nowhere. But she said, I am investigating your claims and I will update you soon. This is September 20th. This issue happened a month ago and we've been investigating for the whole month of September. I reached out to you. You finally reached out to me September 7th. You disappeared. You got COVID. And now you come back on the 20th. Say that you're still investigating. September 20th. Now 6 days go by, I still haven't heard anything from her. I said, hey, good morning. I want to know how could we be getting some type of pay for this time off? Baby, we had already discussed this on the first phone call. I just want to literally remind her again. Like, you know, in most cases, you know, like you said, people be getting, you know, paid for, you know, the investigation. What's going on? So she tells me, you know, the next day, because she ignores me that whole day. She texts me back the next day, asks me, do I have time for a call? I text her and I say, yes, I do have time for a call. Now on this call, we got on and she was just talking to me and basically telling me that she hadn't done anything. She's been sick and she's still, you know, waiting to hear things back, and she did receive some of the audios and this, that, and that. She's still waiting to hear some stuff back, and she has some more witnesses to reach out. And I'm thinking, like, how many people are you reaching out to? Now, like I said, this call happened in September. I don't remember verbatim what all happened on that call, but I know I was handed a whole bunch of bullshit. I think I had some more videos to send, or I hadn't sent all the videos just yet, because on that call she asked me to send over the remaining stuff. So I sent it over, and then I checked in on the 28th. I checked in on the 28th and I said, hey, are the videos playing for you? Because I sent her a video of Bessie Bush calling the police on me. I sent her that video. I also sent her an audio of the other co-workers telling me that I needed to call HR immediately.
Am I wrong? She was out of motherfucking line.
What you say?
That's discrimination.
That's discrimination. I see her all this stuff of basically Betsy being hostile. And I asked her, like, you know, are they playing for her? She told me, yes, she received them. They are playing for her. So at this point, I'm, you know, checking in with her and I'm checking like, hey, what's going on? Not to rush, da-da-da. Texting her, and she's giving me a whole bunch of BS. So October 13th is here. And I text her, I said, hey, is everything all right? She said, hey, I'm so sorry. I thought I replied, but my manager is currently looking to all the information that I've got for you and from the others that they spoke to. So at this point, she's still reviewing my 1 or 2 emails. And she's also calling the 1 or 2 employees that were clocked in. Okay, well, 3. Okay, so I tell her, I said, okay, thank you for the update. And she reaches back out to me October 17th and say, do I have time for a call? Now, when I got on this call with her, the energy was so different. The energy was amazingly different than the other first 2 or 3 calls that I had with her. The first 2 or 3 calls, it was very understanding, this, that, and that. But I guess she's sick of me. I guess she's sick of me for making her actually do her damn job because I've been on her ass for 3 fucking months. Okay, I've been on her ass for 3 damn months. So this call, the energy was different. You know, of course, you know, hey, Jalen, da-da-da. And she tells me immediately, you know, I have some, you know, I have an update you might not like. So I'm like, you know, what's the update? What's the damn update, girl? And she basically tells me the update is, so we're kind of split in the middle. Half of the people are saying, you know, they did see what happened with you. And also the other half of people are saying they didn't hear that specifically, but it was something going on with you and Betsy. So I'm a hood ass bitch. I say, so who did hear? And she goes in to tell me that it was 2 people who did not side with me and say that what happened that morning actually happened. And I asked her, who were the 2 damn people? She told me the first person was Betsy Bush. I said, the bitch that called me a faggot. The lady that started up, why the fuck why does she have a statement? It's not like she's gonna come out and say, you know what, actually I did call him a faggot that morning. Her statement is irrelevant. Who else? So I asked her, who else, you know, didn't side with me? She tells me this other older lady that works in the back in the morning shift. And I'm like, wait a minute, that older lady told me to call HR. I said, that's the lady that told me to call HR. So you sure that you spoke to her? She said, yeah, both of them, you know, they said in their statements, they, you know, it was a confrontation, but she did not call you anything and did not, you know, speak about your sexuality. So I'm like, that is BS. I don't remember what I said verbatim for the call. So how about I just, you know, play a little bit of it for y'all?
Hey, I wanted to give you an update, and it's probably not going to be exactly what you're going to like.
What?
So, actually sided with Betsy on what happened that day. So, basically, I have you saying that one thing happened. I have and Betsy saying something different happened.
What did they say happened?
So, she is not saying that what you told me happened. She's saying that you actually called Betsy out for coming down on you about your mistake. And that's how all of this came out. But she mentions nothing about anything bad that Betsy said. She would not say that any of that happened.
I'm speechless, literally. I'm trying to keep my cool because y'all know I'm a hood ass bitch and usually I'm not too nice about certain things. But I'm trying to keep it, you know, classy for HR. But I'm speechless because I can't believe that the 2 people outside of the people that did side with me, the people that did side with me and said that they heard what the fuck went down.
She was like, this ain't no free giveaway or something like that. And then she was like, don't no man want you or your gay. Something she said, that shit was fucked up, it was foul. Because when she said it, my mouth was like this. Because she was way out of line, like.
You're paying them dust because these 2 people said it didn't happen. So what does that mean for the people that did say it happened? It makes it a false story because 2 people don't agree with it. And one of the 2 people is the bitch that actually said it. So I'm trying to keep my fucking cool. I'm trying to keep my cool. So I'm asking Lori of HR. I'm asking Lori, I'm like, girl, so, you know, what was said in these statements? What are said in these statements? Oh, you know, we can't say what are said in the statements, but I can tell you the statements did not side, you know, with you and did not say the things that you were saying in yours. What were said in these statements? She don't want to tell me what is said in the statement. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I can't argue you down. I can't, what am I to do? Come through the phone? All right, it's all right. So we end that conversation and she tells me at the end of that conversation, you know, she's gonna be looking into the pay scale so they'll see how much they're gonna be paying me. So I'm like, okay, girl, hurry up and cut a check. Also, in that conversation, she did offer me another job at another Wendy's location. And I told her I'm gonna sit on that until you guys get back to me with the pay. Okay, I'm gonna sit on that. Now, fast forward to about a week ago. About a week ago, I'm walking down the street and I'm passing the Wendy. And I see the older lady that told me to call HR, but also didn't side with me when HR called. I see her and I'm like, hey. She actually lets her window down and pulls me. I'm like, bold bitch, okay? Bold bitch. For you not to side with me, pull me to your window. All right. So she pulls me over and I go speak with her and I'm talking to her, catching her up. And she asks me what's going on. Have I, got another job? Am I, reaching out to HR? And I tell her, I said, yeah, I've reached out to HR. And they actually reached out to you. And she cuts me off immediately and tells me nobody reached out to her. So Lori didn't reach out to you? So I say, so what's your number? Let me make sure I have your number right. What's your number? I get the number. This is the same number that I gave Lori. I'm like, oh, but Lori didn't reach out to you? So I immediately stopped what the fuck I'm doing and I text Lori, I'm like, let me read it verbatim. I text her, I said, hey, I talked to Miss today and she told me nobody from HR has called her. So after I text Lori that, she texted me back and said, I never got a response from her. Bessie gave her statement and the lady signed it, saying that she agreed with her. So you mean to tell me the homophobic manager that called me a faggot, she wrote a statement down and said, I did not call him a faggot. And then somebody signed it and that's the 2 witnesses that go against my 3? A statement wrote by the bitch that called me a faggot and somebody signing. Quote unquote, we don't even know if the bitch signed it. So what type of BS is that? So I texted her back and I said, oh yeah, that seems about correct. I said, I will put you 2 in contact because Bessie's statement is invalid. So thankful that God worked this out this morning. I said, Miss D will be in contact, thank you. And I gave Miss D HR's number. And I gave HR Miss D's number once again. I don't know where the miscommunication came from, but here I am once again, October 22nd, 27 actually, not 22nd, October 27. Here I am once again, October 27, 2 months later, still trying to figure this shit out and still putting witnesses in connection. Now, like I said, that is October 27. Move over to November 7, which was Tuesday. Move over to Tuesday and I texted her and I said, hey, I just want to know what's going on. We have seen detectives solve murder cases faster than y'all solve this one thing alone. This one thing alone. And she texted me back and said, hey, I'm so sorry. I have an answer about that pay question this afternoon. What question, bitch? You already agreed to it. We've already spoke about it. There's not a question of it. There's not a question of if this or if it will not happen. It's a question of when it's going to happen. That's girl, what the fuck are you talking about? So when she's talking about I'll have an answer to that pay question, ain't no answers, bitch. The answer is yes, I need to know when the fuck you gonna have it. So I text her and say, hey, great. Do you guys still have my direct deposit or will you guys be mailing a check? She didn't respond to me. Now, today, I text her a very lengthy, kind of cute little paragraph. I text her and I said, hello, it's Friday. This is 2 days after she told me she'll have a resolution that afternoon. I text her, I say, hello, it's Friday, and I've yet to receive an update. The way this whole entire situation was handled so poorly, the loose-ended conversations, that say one thing one week and then say another the next. Also, the lack of communication on the actual payment. After vocalizing that I will be paid for this situation, now I'm getting a runaround. I've been getting a runaround since August. Is that how companies such as Wendy's value their employee that was bullied and discriminated against? It's sad enough that I have to fight for somebody to believe me after I have loads of evidence. Like, girl, I've been dealing with this since August. I've got a bunch of nothing. We've got on the phone 3 times and you've handed me a bunch of nothing. The last time you handed me the biggest fucking bunch of nothing. It's just been a bunch of nothing. This is the series of a bunch of nothing. So, Lisa, Lori, Lulu, okay? She's tiring. She's tiring. I'm not scratching out no numbers. I'm calling everybody out by name. Okay? I'm on their ass. I'm sick of it. I am genuinely sick of it. And this is my nice story time. Okay? This is me just being nice and stating the facts and not cussing everybody out and dragging folks like I normally do. But I literally told this story, or kind of told my members that this was going on in August. That's why y'all gotta get the membership, because the members been new to hot tea, girl. But it literally pushed me out of the membership back onto the main channel to talk about this, because y'all playing in my face. Y'all playing around. You playing around, Bessie Bush. You playing around, Miss Lori. You playing around. But let me tell you something, the 2 can play that game. I am the originator. I am Mr. Jigsaw fresh in the fucking flesh, bitch. I am the game player. I am the game originator. I am the game maker. I am the game starter. Y'all think Carisha Please got a game going? Wait until you play my fucking game. So these people think they playing some games for me, and I'm genuinely, I'm the one who cooking the shit in the pot, okay? And I'm not about to play with them. Now, girl, this is not a story time that is going to be left off. You guys will be updated. You guys can utilize the emails, the numbers, the names, and go have a great time. But part 2 coming soon, okay? Y'all know I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I done blew it up now like this. I got to come back. I got to come back with an update. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Y'all know y'all want long story times. I hope you guys enjoyed this long story time. I got to go. Bye.